What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a great night, but let's talk about CCIV, give you guys the latest as far as the Ortex data, potentially why we are rallying for the day, as well as the technical levels that I am watching for, and it does look like we're headed for a very bullish uptrend. So we're going to take a look at everything you guys need to know. The only thing that I do ask is that you tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button, as well as comment down below and subscribe to the channel to push this video out to even more people, as well as check out the links down below to get free stock using the link for public and the link for the buy and sell alerts. We have been killing it over there, and you'll get access to all the trades that I am making in real time, and it pays for itself. Now, getting into CCIV, they were up 6.32% for the day, down 0.75% in after hours. So nevertheless, a very good day for CCIV stock and anybody that is holding trades in this or is a long-term investor in this. Like myself, I do have both. I have trades and a long-term investment in this, but we will take a look at that further into the video. Now, taking a look at the Ortex data, keep in mind with the T+2 settlement time, most of this data, not all of this data, is coming from Monday. So, taking a look at it, we have negative 1.1% short interest change, return shares of 3.68 million, borrowed shares of 3.17 million. So that is 510.07 thousand shares that were actually returned or covered on Monday. This is a very small amount compared to the estimated short interest amount of shares that are currently shorted at 39.23 million shares. Current short interest percentage of free float at about 19%. So we are still at severely elevated levels, even after we did get a confirmation of the actual merging day or potential merging day that did come out in an SEC filing for CCIV, and that day is July 23rd. So the merger vote will be a couple days before that, if not even one day before that. Sometimes it is one day and then you do get the merger the very next day. But that is as far as the information, everything you guys need to know. Now, getting into a little bit of the technicals, guys, and actually, I do want to go over a little bit of why we are actually running up. And there is no clear news here. We do have a lot from the as far as lawsuits that are starting to get cleared up or at least come to this deadline. But as far as why we're actually rallying, I do think the market is just not paying attention to CCIV right now. That is really where we can come in and make a lot of nice trades and make some fat tendies using options or even with shares. But I do think more people are starting to catch on and recognize that the actual merger is starting to be approached. Now, we could have some shorts that are exiting their positions or covering their positions today, but we won't know that data until Friday. But that is basically the whole assumption of why we are running up today. There has literally been zero news from the Twitter Lucid Motors Twitter account, or nobody has been talking about it, right? So there's a real lack of news that has been going on here, but that is the best assumption I can come up with as to why we are rallying in CCIV stock. Now, taking a look at the technicals, guys, the first thing that I want to point out is this move today may have started a bullish uptrend, and it's too early to know this. We will have to see how tomorrow does and even Friday, but it does look to be the case. You see, we gapped up, consolidated, gapped up again, and we're consolidating in after hours. If we do gap up again, that should be a clear signal that we are headed for a bullish rally. But take a look at all this green volume, right? All these green candlesticks is absolutely insane. Even if we pull it out to the 1 day, we're still low on volume. So a 10 million volume day compared to even what we have seen at about 22 and about 23 million in volume. Even more than that some days at about almost 24 million in volume. So that does signify we are not seeing a lot of selling that is going on in CCIV stock. Typically, when you have low volume days like this, you will start to see a sell-off in the share price, because you don't have to have a 1-to-1 ratio or even a 1-to-2 ratio between buyers and sellers to see a stock fall or rise in price. So that is just something to keep in mind. We could be seeing a bullish uptrend here in the near term future. As far as our 200-day moving average, we currently just passed that at $23.65. So as long as we stay above that level, and that's pretty much where we are consolidating at, we currently set at at $23.86. So slightly above this. If we can stay above this 200-day moving average, then that definitely looks very, very good. 50-day moving average is currently at, where are we at? $23.26. So that does look very bullish, but something else you guys can keep a watchful eye of, especially if you do know technical analysis, is the MACD. And it is always bullish, or a good bullish indicator, when the CCC line or this yellow line is above the blue signal line. Usually you will see a lot of green inflows as well, but when that is above the blue line, that is signifying a potential bullish rally coming. As far as the TSI as well, that does signify the same exact thing, and both of these together do signify we could see a huge rally to the upside, especially because we do know all these catalysts are coming. Now, as far as potential downside though, I don't like to just acknowledge the potential upside. As far as potential downside, and really the level that I would be watching for is about this $23.39 mark. That is where we hit at one point today, earlier in the day, and then we came back down, and then we hit that, and then that didn't serve as a resistance level. We gapped up above that to $24.25, and that's almost a dollar move from this level. So as long as we could stay above there as well, it does look good going into the future, but that could serve as a solid support level if we do get a down day tomorrow or even Friday. As far as, like I said in previous videos, as far as potential upside and a resistance level, this $25 mark will be a little bit of a resistance level as far as a psychological resistance level as well. But you guys can see just how obvious this bearish downtrend does look. Take a look at these huge candles you see in the beginning of the trading day. 1, 2, 3, 4, just a straight downward downtrend, hitting lower lows consistently, and it does look like, from my perspective, we are changing this direction. I know for a fact we did change this direction. It's only a matter of how long will this actually last, and can we sustain this rally. I do believe we can though, and even quite possibly break out to our highs for the past 2 weeks or so. Our high for the past couple weeks has been $27.88. So if we break that mark, we're really going to about $30 and even $33 before we start to see any major resistance levels. Now keep in mind guys, I am a long-term investor in CCIV through and through. I have no plans on selling my shares even in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm really looking for a home run with this, and I know it will be in the long-term future. So that is what the outlook does look like as far as the shares. I do have 150 shares averaged at $23.16 for 10.11% of my portfolio. I am up 3% or $104.82, currently worth $3,579. As far as the options, that is where I see a lot of near-term potential, and you just want to make sure you get enough time to cover these potential catalysts, because if you don't, then you will probably lose on the options, because I don't expect it to go parabolic until these dates are actually confirmed from the company, not just a SEC filing or for an expected merger date from CCIV. Now I do have a CCIV $30 call expiring August 20th. I do believe all 3 catalysts will be announced, and that is the vote day, that is the actual merger, and the delivery day for the Lucid Air vehicles. Now I did buy this at $191, and I did buy that June 5th. So literally yesterday. I'm up 16.75%, up $32. It's currently worth $223. As far as, I did do a covered call as well when CCIV was at its highs at about $25 and about $26. I sold a CCIV $5 call for July 9th at $120. I wanted to make sure that I missed all these catalysts because I don't want to sell a covered call into some of these catalysts, and I didn't think by July 9th these catalysts would actually be coming, but I'm up $75 or 62.5%. And I do have a CCIV $40 call for August 20th. I have 2 of these. I like the $30 calls a little bit more, but these are a little bit cheaper, so I do see potential in all of these, and I do think CCIV, on the confirmation of the merger and the actual merger, as well as the elevated short interest, the very, very high short interest, I should say, that I do think we will possibly go in the money on these contracts. But I don't want to steer you guys the wrong way. Obviously, $40 calls are a little bit further out the money, but I do see a lot of great potential here. Like I said, August 20th, I bought 2 of them for $141 a piece. Currently worth $254. I spent $282, so I am down $28 on this position, or about 10%. So that is the gist of this video. That is what is going on with CCIV. That is the short interest as well as the technical analysis. So if you guys want more videos like this, make sure to hit that like button as well as comment down below and subscribe to the channel. I do greatly appreciate every single one of you guys that watch these videos and support the channel. I do love every single one of you guys. Just know that. Now, if you want to get up to $70 in whatever free stock that you want, use the link for public. I just got $30 in Beyond Meat as well as $50 in Tesla. So you might as well roll the dice, see what you do get. No need to even link a bank account or deposit any money, and you get your stock immediately. As well as check out the link down below for the buy and sell alerts to support the channel and get access to all the great perks that are available using the link in the description. I will see you guys later. Until then, take care.